Hi viewers, and welcome to another episode of On the Farm, where we're vocal about everything local. I am Shakima Hanley. We are continuing with our series of interviews with all the contributors that would have made an impact through Agri Open Day, now dubbed Agri-Expo, for over the years. But before we get into this episode, we take a short break and be right back after this. Welcome back, viewers. I have joined with me a gentleman, and I'm going to ask him to introduce himself first before we dive into the meat of the matter today.
That's good. Good day. My name is Keithley Amory.
Mr. Amory, welcome to On the Farm. Tell the viewers what position you would have held in the Department of Agriculture.
Okay. I have a couple positions. When I first joined the department in 2000, I was the deputy director and also responsible for the agricultural census that was held. I also held the distinguished position of Director of Agriculture for a number of years, and as it pertains to the since I was a deputy and the director, I was basically responsible for the agricultural open day for a number of years, maybe 16 years to be exact.
So if you were responsible for 16 years, how long have you worked for the department?
16 years.
So as soon as you joined the department with your position, straight into open day for the full 16 years?
Straight into.
Okay. What was your contribution for the open days for the past 16 years?
Well, one should not blow their own horn, so I will let others do that, but for me, it was a pleasure over the years seeing it grow from strength to strength. We were able to move from here in this location at Prospect. We outgrew it. We went down to the filler, and in time, as you can see, we outgrew that, and it has now moved on to the Oakland Millet Park. But over the years, during my tenure, we had discussions with powers that be the ministers that it's time that the department has its own locale, that we can set up something permanent, because one of the things that we saw was to be moving stuff, especially for the livestock, moving them back and forth sometimes. We are there till maybe 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, just trying to clear up space that does not belong to us so that other persons can use it. So maybe that can come back onto the plate that the agricultural open day find a permanent location that these things can be put into place.
Okay, what aspects of open day in the past you would have liked in particular?
Well, I like the interaction with the farmers.
Okay.
The farmers look forward to open day.
Okay.
Both the farmers and the vendors, street vendors especially. Because many a times, even when they're setting up, the vendors, those who selling all, little trinkets, etc., they were even set up before us. You'll find that they will come and put their trays right in strategic location. Many a times we have to beg them to kind of move them out the way so that we could get the passing. Because we didn't want to be destroyed. But basically, you used to put them right in front of the gate. So when you're trying to turn, you have to pull down the trays and whatnot and so on. But I think that the whole economic aspect of open day was well received by everybody.
Okay.
During those years, we had interaction with the private sector. Anybody who had anything to do with agriculture, we try and involve them to come and showcase and call Hosfords, utilities, and that thing that we got them to come to showcase what they have for agriculture, such that farmers could be involved, farmers could come to them. And we also had the international agencies was involved, IECA, CARI, the ROC, Huey was involved, FAO, with the posters, we also asked them for posters and so on. So I think it was very important. It was a very good idea for the persons who were before me to introduce the agriculture open day. And I'm quite pleased to see it moving ahead by leaps and bounds. It's now moved from agricultural open day, as it was called, to Expo.
Yes, Agri-Expo.
Agri-Expo. So as you can see, it's evolving. It's evolving, and I'm quite pleased. I still see quite a bit of vendors. The economic turnover is high. Everybody always looking forward.
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
I've also seen, over the years, it was just once basically focused on the Department of Agriculture. But during that time frame, transition into involving the whole ministry of agriculture. So the Department of Corporatives came on board, and also the Department of Fisheries came on board, because it's a holistic approach to agricultural development.
Now culture is also on board.
Culture,
yes.
Yeah, as you can see, it has evolved, and I'm quite pleased to see it moving along.
Is there anything that was a part of Open Day in the past that you would love to see for our 30th anniversary celebration?
Well, I know one of the things that we did years ago was to get the schools involved. That is why we had introduced the school garden project, because we wanted to get the schools involved at an early age, so that we have a cadre of farmers, if necessary, coming on stream. As the older heads move out, you have younger persons moving into agriculture at various levels, because everybody can't come in at the same level. And I'm noticing, in my walks, I don't really see a school section other than it's maybe the high school doing their arts and crafts or whatever it is. But at that time, we had actually section because of the school gardens that they showcase what they were growing on their project, on their schools.
Yes.
So that is something we don't like to see come back. I like to see that.
Okay.
That the school children themselves, I know quite recently yourself was involved in the school gardening project. It's for them to showcase, that interest in agriculture. And I think a couple of years that it was there, they were very pleased. They were able to showcase what they did and so on. So I think that there should be something that you can aim to bring back into it. And I think it will be very good. Get it back in place.
Okay. One thing I want you to do for our viewers, we're celebrating 30th anniversary next year. You personally, as a past director, past deputy director, and now still attached, because Mr. Amory is one person we could call for advice or any support in regards to agriculture, to encourage the general public to come on out and be a part of our 30-year celebration. I mean, 30th anniversary is a great milestone. And out of the 30, you have been instrumental for 16. So I think it would be more appropriate for you to encourage the public to come on out and participate in this year's 2026 Agri-Expo.
Well, I don't think that the general public needs too much encouragement because, as I said, they look forward to it. They really do look forward to it, especially when the Department of Agriculture has its booth that is selling food very cheaply. And I mean, over the years, this theme is always centered around food security.
Yes.
Ensuring that food is available to everybody. So I don't think they need much encouragement. The Department of Agriculture is living up to its logo here, buy local. We are promoting, we are producing, and now the agro-processing plant is on board, so they are living up to the logo. And I think that out of this whole the agricultural open day, that you find a lot more persons are involved in preserving of the fruits and vegetables that we have. And so I think I will encourage everybody still to come out, take some time out of the busy schedule and come and participate in the 26th anniversary of Agriculture Open. I'm still going to call it Agriculture Open. But please do come out and participate in that.
In the 30th anniversary.
30th.
Yes,
30th.
Celebrated in 2026. And I like the fact that you made mention of persons that are now going into preserving food, because you can see that's an impact that the Agriculture Open Day would have done on the island of Nevis, and even to individuals personally, more persons that it has been pushing businesses to evolve and even new businesses to establish, because as you say, persons are definitely getting more into agro-processing. And for the general public to know, as he said, it's beyond just the department now. Everybody that comes into the gates of Agriculture Open Day, well now dubbed Agri-Expo, you are playing an important part, because there's always something for everyone to take with them and something to encourage them to continue the advancement in agriculture and food security on a whole. So as just to reiterate what he said and do my part in encouraging you to come on out to Agri-Expo 2026. It's our 30th anniversary. I can assure you it's going to be grand, it's going to be different, this is going to be something you can definitely walk away with, and hoping that you too can come on board and be future business persons within the agriculture industry. Thank you, Mr. Amory, for being here. We do appreciate you. We're going to continue to see you around. And we do thank you on behalf of the ministry and the department. We thank you for your continuous support to the Department and Ministry of Agriculture. Stay blessed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Amory.
fresh local fruit and vegetables produced for our nourishment. Buy local, eat local.
I have our next guest for this episode. First, I'm going to ask him to introduce himself.
Thank you for having me. My name is Walcott James. I used to be Extension Officer in the Department of Agriculture, and for the last 10 years I was the Chief Extension Officer and also the coordinator for the Open Day.
Oh, so you had the big role. Tell us a little bit. Well, how long have you been working in the department?
Well, the whole story goes like this. I came to the Federation 1992. 1994 I joined CADI as a technical assistant, and I was based in Nevis. So I came to Nevis 1994. I worked with CADI from 1994 to 2001. 2001 till 2019 I joined the Department of Agriculture.
Okay.
That's my tenure here in the island of Nevis.
Okay. So you say you were the coordinator. So tell us, what are some of the things that you had to do for Open Day? What year was your first Open Day that you coordinated, if you can remember?
The first year I was the coordinator, I think it was 2011 around there, until 2019 when I left the Department of Agriculture and I went to work at Four Seasons.
Okay.
So that's my first experience as a coordinator.
Okay. And what were some of the things that you had to do?
The coordinator have to do a lot of the coordination, the contact with the farmer, with different participants, they organize meetings with the staff, monitoring and recommend for preparation, But I have to say that me as the coordinator, I have Mr. Keithley, Amory, who was the director, helping me a lot because he had the experience before me. So he never allowed me to do it by myself.
Okay.
And also I have Randy also with the supervisor then. So the two of them help me a lot. In conjunction with also the other directors, you understand? All of them helping me a lot, you understand?
Okay.
And then I had the extension team that also was used to coordinate all the activities with me. So I get assistance from a lot of people.
Okay.
I'm not going to call no more name because I don't want to forget none of them. You
Yes, understood.
But the last of them. So we used to coordinate with the farmers. We used to make sure, encourage the farmers to take part. Our number one clientele, the farmers, to take part. We used to encourage different people to take part, you understand? Because for us, it was very, very important. It continued to be a very, very important in the agriculture sector for the island of Nevis.
So in the capacity of extension, you say you were the Chief Extension Officer. What are some of the things that you and your team would have done over the years? Because I know that each division in the department has to showcase various displays. So during your years, what are some of the things that you guys would have tried to showcase to the public and also encourage persons to probably do within their own spaces at home?
Yes. In extension, we used to promote what in other places you call urban agriculture.
Okay.
Here we call it container garden.
Yes.
Container garden or backyard garden, whatever you want to call it. But in big country, we call it urban agriculture because it's basically the type of agriculture you want to promote in the urban areas where the person have limited land resources. So we used to emphasize, and I guess we continue to emphasize in household using containerized garden. We used to, whatever is available to you, whatever is available, we used to, and we continue to encourage people to use that. You have an old pallet, and we have pallets by the millions here. You have an old container, old bucket, whatever. We used to recommend, and we continue to recommend people to use them all the time.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you have a little display here. Tell us a little bit about it. I know extension do things along the line of this, and I guess this is what you consider as also containerized farming or using what is in your own backyard or space.
Yes.
So tell us a little what's happening.
So this is the peanut roasted peanut container. Supposed to be done. This is a claret, which you ask you kind of question mark about the claret. And you have here the new What is used for?
By
Hot water.
Ah.
Disposable new container.
the biodegradable ones.
By in
Yes.
replacement of the plastic. So rather than taking this and dumping it, I have a very nice papaya, and you could use anything to try to use this as a way of propagation, and then put it in your farm. You understand? If you have a farm, you could put them. You have a small area, you could start. It's a startup plan, and then you could, rather than dumping, you can reuse them.
Yes. All right. So, how has you seen the open day evolve?
The open day, remember, open day started right here in Prospect. I think it was 1992.
Okay.
92 it started in Prospect. It was a concern because it was outgrowing Prospect.
Okay.
So then there was a discussion, and for 2004, it was decided to go at the villa.
Okay.
So our first open day at the villa was 2004.
Okay.
So that tells you how it has been evolving from a small area like Prospect, only under the mango trees, to the villa that as of 2022, 2021, we outgrow the villa and we have to go to Hilton Middle Park. So Open Day went from a small exhibition in the agriculture department to one of the main commercial agricultural exhibition in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. That important is an economical activity, it's a social and economical activity that showcase Nevis and Nevis agriculture and the potential of the agriculture to the entire world. So that is the significance of the Open Day in the island of Nevis.
Okay. I know you say it was coordinator. Were you a coordinator at any point in time in the one in Prospect?
No.
Okay.
My first coordination was at the villa.
Okay.
It was maybe 2000. I became coordinator, I think it was 2010.
Okay. So you'd have had a series happening at the villa before
Yes.
you actually became coordinator.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we used to be extension officer. We used to be in the ground doing all the extension work,
Okay.
encouraging people and showcasing to people the different possibilities, working close with the farmers to encourage them to be part of the Open Day or to have production available for them to make some significant extra amount of money for that activity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any aspect in particular for the past Open Days that you've been a part of that you would have liked, that you would have really appreciated the most for you personally and in your capacity as a Chief Extension Officer and Coordinator?
I always have been biased when it comes to the continental garden because we always has been concerned about the non-communicable diseases. And we have been concerned and complaining about the high price of fruits and vegetables. So we say, if you put some vegetables in your yard, you can be able to consume what you need at a very low cost. So that is something that I always push for. I always continue to encourage, and I want for us to go back to explore how vast and wide is the possibilities of doing container garden. I want everybody to be conscious about the importance and you can use, as we say, we will continue to repeat. You can use whatever is available to you.
Yes.
And grow something in your yard or in your veranda, or you could hang it on a tree, and you still get something for you to reduce reduce the expenses and fruit and vegetable, and increase the consumption of them.
Okay. Looking
Yes.
at Open Day now, well, Agri-Expo now, is there
Yes.
anything that you think we can incorporate for our 30th anniversary that
Yes.
we have probably left aside for the past years?
While I was the coordinator, I used to encourage people. Everything that you have been doing for Open Day, for the exhibit, continue to do it.
Okay.
But do not stay there.
Okay.
And also, do not stop doing, because we used to get criticized because, they're coming with the same thing. Yes, Because this year, one person might come that didn't saw it before. So continue to do what you do, but also think about what else you can do.
Okay.
And that was my encouragement all the time. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you are aware that I introduced the Walcott James Prize competition.
I didn't know that.
I introduced that with my own money. The first year was $250 for the winner, and the second year was $500 for the winner. The whole objective was to encourage all the units, all the departments to increase and bring new ideas to what they have been doing in previous years. I know the extension one, I think it was every time.
Okay.
I think it was 2 years. For the 2 years, extension became the winner because they always try to bring something new in addition to what they used to do. So the point is that is my encouragement for all the units, for the farmers, for the vendors, for everything. Whatever you have been doing that has been working for you, keep doing it. Somebody showed me this phrase, Garrick showed me this phrase that his father used to tell, leave well alone. What you've been doing good, keep doing it. Just adapt to what you're doing.
All right, so the last thing I want you to do, encourage the general public to come on out to Agri-Expo 2026. It's our 30th anniversary celebration. So please do your part in encouraging them to come on out and support this grand event, as you said, economical, social event that everybody anticipates to come and patronize every year.
Definitely. We have been doing that for the last 20-something years. Wherever you are at, in the entire world, select the date for you to come. Whatever you're doing, forget about what you're doing and take those 2 days to be part of the open day 30th. If the first 29th have been great, just imagine the 30th. It should be the greatest. So it should be a before and after 30. But I could guarantee you, and I know and I feel optimistic that the 30 will be a significant milestone in the agriculture sector in the island of Nevis.
Thank you so very much, Mr. James. And we also want to thank you for your contribution towards the years that you have been employed at the department. So on behalf of the Ministry and the Department of Agriculture, we want to thank you for your continued support and wish you all the very best as you proceed. Now, you're still a part of agriculture because now that you're not working in an office within the department, you're still attached as a farmer. And we do appreciate the work that you're doing for the island of Nevis in regards to food security. So we continue to encourage you to keep up the good work and continue feeding our nation one by one.
Thank you very much.
You're
and
welcome.
Yes, as you say, I'm a farmer now,
Yes.
and also I'm a facilitator because sometimes I provide workshop for farmers and also for professionals. So I'm fully in the system, and I continue to be happy to contribute, to be part of the whole thing. So thank you very much.
You're welcome, Mr. James. Have a good one.
My name is Quincy Bat. I'm the Plant Health and Plant Quarantine Officer. I would just like to notify farmers and backyard farmers that we here at the Department of Agriculture identify a new type of pest that is prevalent in the Malvaceae family. When we're talking about Malvaceae family, we're talking about okra, sorrel, cotton, and also some of the Solanaceae families such as eggplant, sweet pepper. This pest we found to be a leaf hopper. The leaf hopper is a small pest and it's a sucking insect. This sucking insect serves as a vector for a virus that affects these host plants. So the pest, it's green, pale green, and it has flying capabilities, and it's very, very prolific. Signs and symptoms of the pest is that it sucks the plant and transmits a disease, and this disease you can see crinkling of the leaves, yellow lesions of the leaves, and necrotic lesions, and it affects the the yield significantly. So once you see that in your okras, your sorrel, eggplants, give us a call and we're able to give you guidance on how to control this pest. Thank you.
Welcome back, viewers. I have a guest joining me today, and first I'm going to ask him to introduce himself.
Good day, my name is Huey Sargeant. I am the former permanent secretary of Agriculture. I would have served from 2017 to 2025.
Wonderful. Welcome to On the Farm.
Good to be on the farm.
Thank you. Thank you. How has your contribution been towards our open days of the past in your capacity?
Interestingly, I served at a time when we would have had a pandemic. So I would have served from 2018 to 2025, but obviously in 2020 we would have had the pandemic, and mere weeks before the scheduled hosting of the open day, we had to cancel it, and then we would have also not held it in 2021. So agricultural open day under my tenure, we went up to 25 years, and following that, the agricultural open day would have changed to become the Agricultural Expo. So that is essentially what happened under my tenure at agriculture. And as far as open day goes, and Expo, if you would understand, Expo would have included far more participants than the regular open day. The open day, from what I understood and from what we executed, it was really a showcase of all things agriculture. And agriculture is one of those industries that you really get to go from end to end in terms of crop or livestock cycles, because at the Department of Agriculture you go from seedlings, and even before that sometimes land preparation, and right down to marketing and the sale of the produce and so on. Livestock, pretty much the same thing. So you start with the babies, and then we go right down to the abattoir area where food is prepared for consumption. You know,
Okay.
food security is really very important.
Definitely. In terms of anything in particular that you would have liked from the previous open day?
Open day, obviously it's an educational and showcasing, as I said before, activity where you invite members of the general public, from students to persons, the elderly, to come and see what is possible in agriculture. I like to say, without food security, there's actually no security. There's no national security. There's no financial security, because if you can't feed yourself, if you can't feed your nation, your people really do not have any capacity to do anything else. So in terms of open day, it is always good that persons can come out and see the various technologies, see the various techniques, anything from grafting to interesting ways of planting your crops. You have drip irrigation, you have all the various equipment in terms of land preparation. Everything. Agriculture is a really very exciting, a really very exciting discipline. Agriculture is that only discipline that I can think of now, where every other discipline has a place. You know, everything from, you want to do chemistry, you want to do accounting, we're doing some communications here.
Yes.
Everything you can think of has a space in agriculture. So that is one of my great loves for the discipline.
All right. What impact do you think the Agriculture Open Day, well, now dubbed Agri-Expo, has on the island of Nevis, and even for you personally?
The impact, as I said earlier, in terms of showcasing persons from students to middle-aged to elderly persons that come to Agriculture Expo Open Day previously, would have seen techniques in terms of planting and growing food one of the beautiful things I like to see is the food demonstrations, where you're able to take things that are crops that may not be so tastefully appealing in its natural form. You're able to have a chef on board that would put it in a way that is tasty to consume. We have fisheries that they do a wonderful job of showcasing what the what the what the fishing industry undertakes from year to year, the various new techniques, anything from squid to lobster to regular fish, the various dishes that they would execute on a yearly basis. So from end to end, agriculture is that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful discipline that we should all cherish.
Okay, that's wonderful. Is there anything that you would have liked in the previous open days that you would like to see come back for our 30th anniversary?
The 30th anniversary is a truly momentous occasion, and it would be great if you could showcase and highlight some of the really very incredible personalities that have been around agriculture. Agriculture as a discipline itself is great, but then if you don't have persons who could push it along and to ensure that people get the message of what agriculture, and I talk of persons such as Augustine Merchant, who is credited for the open day. I talk about persons like Daniel Atherton, who continue to do great things. We have Donald Daniel, we have Emmentine Thompson, we have farmers, we have, in terms of new farmers, we have persons like Mackie Truss and Richard Paris, who were not originally farmers, but who would have gotten into the industry, and not necessarily because of money, but because of a passion. Because really, if you don't have that passion, agriculture does not really make sense.
Correct.
And we've had persons, and I wish that those persons could be highlighted in the 30th anniversary, because they are the ones who really made agriculture openly, and agriculture in Nevis really significant. So that would be I know that every year there's a patron, which are farmers, fishers, administrators, and so on. But if you really big up the people who made agriculture, I think that would be an excellent thing for the 30th anniversary.
Okay. Thank you very much for being on the farm with us today. And I give you the opportunity now to invite persons. You're the most former. By the way, how long have you served at the department or the ministry?
Well, I started in 2017 and ended in 2025. Prior to that, however, I would have served as an agricultural trainee from 1996 to 1997.
Okay.
So I had a stint. I was at the bottom and I was at the top. So I mean,
You went to the whole system?
no, not really. I just went from the bottom to the top. So yeah, and agriculture, I had the opportunity to serve with people like Sam Powell and San, who were really great giants in agriculture, and they pushed agriculture as much as they could to make it where it is. Agriculture has an excellent structure in place, and I only wish that they could realize the impact of the structure that is in place. And I continue to encourage persons to come out and to support agriculture. As I said earlier, without food security, there's no other security. And once a nation or a country can feed itself, it really is truly independent.
Okay. And thank you very much for being on the farm, and we do appreciate you. And we also want to say thank you for the work that you have done and your contributions towards not just Open Day, but to the Ministry of Agriculture as a whole, and in your other capacity as well.
Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful one.
Oh, yes, I will.
And there you have it, viewers, another episode of On the Farm. We're vocal about everything local. I must say, these interviews that we have had so far has been very impactful and informative. And we encourage you to stick and stay and look forward for plenty more to come, because we have so much in store for you. Until next time, I am Shakima Hani. And remember, we are vocal about everything local. Bye.